Alright, welcome back. Final Fantasy XIV. We are going for our daily... What is this? Our daily quest. So, this is the main story quest line. Let's continue on. Rokajine's presence here does not bode well. We must inform Lord Hine. Yes, we should. Quite the swordsman, isn't he? I wonder, did the Empire train him to kill before or after appointing him ambassador? A guilty conscience. Ashara has had his fill of adventure for one day. Well, after that little ordeal, I believe it may be time for us to return to the Enclave. Return, my lord. But what of Name? You seem so eager to observe the villagers going about their daily lives. To be frank, I still am. But I rather doubt the good people of Neme would take kindly to the sight of a man in imperial uniform, with blood still dripping from his blade. Even in your company, the presence would only prove a distraction. Fret not, however. Thanks to the three of you, I have seen a great deal more than I otherwise would. And with any luck, Lord Hing will have finished considering my proposal by the time of return. And off they go. Alright, speak with Yurgi. Where's Yurgi at? Oh no, she should be over here somewhere. According to my mapas. Oh, we gotta go back to the docks and to the other place. Look at that gigantic wall. The shields are down, though. Oh, we almost ran into something. Alright, let's take the boat. Let's head to the Doma Enclave. Oh, I can't fly here. I was trying. But I can ride this thing. I do need to eat as well. And here is everybody. Do you see the sincerity in his eyes when we spoke with Asmai? I feel strange saying this, but what if he truly has come to sue for peace? Maxima. I understand you served as ambassador's escort. My thanks. I trust you will inform Lord Hane of our encounter with the Red Kujin. If we are to deter them from encroaching on Eorzea, our response must be swift and decisive. Stand before the Kraken residence of Lord Hane. Can I go in? Cannot. Thank you again for agreeing to join me. Not for your aid, the Kojin may well have overwhelmed us. Pray go on ahead, Lord Hine is expecting you. I remain without and keep watch over our guests. Well, we had best not keep him waiting. And I need to be Dragoon, a little bit higher level. You are expected, sir. Shall I show you in? Enter the Kinshan. Judging by the sparkle in Alpha's eyes, their discussion was riveting. How sorry I am to have missed it. Master Alphen has shared with us his knowledge of the Econs and reminded us of the threat they pose in so doing. It is strangely comforting to know the Empire shares our concern. Feeling refreshed, I trust? We have considered the ramifications of this proposal from every angle. I believe Lord Hand has reached this decision. Alright, well, finish exploring. What is your decision? Welcome back, my friend. Yuki tells me you accompanied her and Ashani on the tour of Eorzea. I had hoped you might take the opportunity to recover from your exertions at Sakurai. But I gather your time was well spent. Until the ambassador affords your GA chance to make a full report, however, I must rely on you to supply the details. So please tell us how it all unfolded. The Red Kojin, here? Have there been any other such incidences since the liberation? Not that I'm aware of. If they are planning some new venture here in Eorzea, we will need to increase patrols. In any event, I am indebted to you for fighting them off. But tell me, and don't be modest, was Ashra truly the first to leap to the youngster's aid? He was. I was quick to doubt him when we first met, but his desire to save them seemed quite genuine. It's possible he truly believes what he's saying. From the time I've known you, you have always been an excellent judge of character. What do you make of the ambassador? He may be a very honorable man, but I still don't think he can be trusted. And the question of what his true intentions may be remains. Regardless of his aim, I am resigned to play his game for now, at least. Well, forswearing summoning should be simple enough, considering you never dabbled in it the first place. Which just leaves the somewhat thornier question of how to police the Red Kojin. It was with that very question in mind that I sought Afkar's counsel. Thanks to his knowledge of the Elkons and the rituals used to invoke them, I believe we've identified a workable solution. As you can well recall, Sancho was summoned forth using the power of relics locked away in the Kojin's treasure vault on the Isle of Zeki. Though said relics remain there to this day, it is all but certain that the act of summoning exhausted their stores of ether, making subsequent summonings impossible. Assuming that is the case, preventing the Primal's return rests on denying the Red Kojin the means of amassing new stores of ether, either via the acquisition of crystals or the relics they are wont to collect. For this, I plan to enlist the aid of our friends at the Blue Kojin. Since Doma's liberation, we have forged closer bonds with Onshin and his people. And with their support, I'm quite confident we can keep the Red from obtaining what they require to call upon this Sosane. And what are the prisoners? They will be exchanged as agreed, and I will give full credit to Ashai for the success of the transaction. If there is aught we can do to help the populares garner favor, I mean to see it done. First, I have some unfinished business to attend to. Would you all come with me? Yes, of course. But what manner of business? A past mistake which I would see put right. One which has weighed heavy on my mind. What could it be?
I had her brought here in secret while the three of you kept our guest company. The world has not been kind to you, it is true. But that does not excuse your sins. You should be at the bottom of the river. Yet here you are, the living, breathing proof of my failure. A failure for which I would now make amends.
What did I do? I don't remember. Was it really so terrible? Tell me, please. What did I do?
You speak of sins, my lord. But at whose feet do those sins lie? With the soldiers who committed the crimes, or those who commanded them to do so? With both, I would say. For all have a conscience, and all must choose. But with no memory of who she is, or what she has done, what sin remains to be cleansed?
You ask that I show mercy.
I ask why the heavens saw fit to deny me my rest. Why Yotsuyu was spared not only death, but the bitter memories of her life.
You truly think it the will of the Kami? If so, her life is not mine to take. It is yours to safeguard. Come the hour of the exchange, if her memories have not returned, she may remain here in Doma to live out her days as Tsuyu. But if they do, the Garleans shall have their viceroy. Though the people will protest, they will come to accept my decision when they have been reunited with their loved ones.
Thank you, my lord.
Now then, I believe we have kept our guest waiting long enough. Did Gosetsu not seem strange to you?
He did.
His sympathy for your Tsuyu apart, I mean. I know his powers of endurance only too well, but after all he has suffered, even he should not be on his feet. He puts on a brave face for our sakes, but it would not surprise me if he lacked the strength to raise his blade. Though I suppose if he and Yotsuyu are to enjoy a life of peace and quiet, he will have little use for it. It falls to us to shape that future, one in which he need never again set foot on the battlefield.
Yes, let him retire. He's done enough. A guilty conscience is complete. Well, that went quicker than I expected. So, that's it for today. Thanks for joining. Come back tomorrow for another main storyline quest.